Welcome back to Digital Dynamo Lab. In our last video, we learned about the software development life cycle and its key stages. Today, we are diving into one of the most traditional SDLC models, the Waterfall Model. Have you ever wondered how software projects were built step by step in a strict sequence? That's exactly what the waterfall model does. In this video, we will explore what the waterfall model is, its phases, advantages and disadvantages, and how it's applied in real-world projects. So, let's get started. The waterfall model was introduced by Winston Royce in 1970. It is also called the linear sequential development model, and it was the first SDLC model widely used in software engineering. The waterfall model is designed to ensure successful project completion by following a strict sequence of steps. In this model, each phase must be completed before the next phase begins. The output of one phase becomes the input for the next phase, creating a smooth and structured workflow. It's called the waterfall model because its diagram looks like a cascading waterfall, where each stage flows downward into the next, just like water falling from a cliff. This approach is simple, easy to understand, and was widely adopted for building reliable software projects. So, when is the waterfall model the best choice for project? Stable requirements. When the requirements are clear from the start and not likely to change during development. Simple and small applications. When the project is not too complex and easy to manage. Short projects. When the project duration is relatively short and can follow a sequential flow. Consistent tools and technology. When the tools and technologies used in the project are fixed and not changing. Prepared resources. When the team and resources are available and ready to start the project. In short, the waterfall model works best for projects with clear requirements, stable technology, and a structured development plan. The first phase of the waterfall model is requirement analysis. The main goal of this phase is to understand the exact requirements of the customer and document them properly. During this phase, the team discusses functions, what the software should do, performance, how well it should perform, integration requirements, how it will interact with other systems. All these details are compiled into a software requirement specification document. The SRS document contains a detailed description of what the system will do, written in common language so everyone can understand. Think of the SRS as a contract between the customer and the development team. It ensures both sides agree of what will be delivered before any coding begins. The second phase of the waterfall model is the design phase. In this phase, all the requirements gathered in the first phase are converted into a suitable design for the software. The design phase defines the overall software architecture and includes both high-level and low-level design. High-level design. This includes algorithms, flowcharts, decision trees, and database design. It shows how the system will work as a whole. Low-level design. This includes rough paper designs, user interface components, and module-level details. It focuses on the finer aspects of the system. In this phase, the team also finalized the programming languages, databases, and other hardware or software requirements. All this work is documented in a software design document, which serves as a blueprint for the development phase. The third phase of the waterfall model is the development phase, also called the coding phase. In this phase, the software design is translated into actual source code using a suitable programming language. Developers usually start by creating small programs called units. Once these units are complete, they are integrated to form the full system. During this phase, unit testing is also performed to ensure that each module works correctly before moving on to the next phase. The fourth phase of the waterfall model is the testing phase. In this phase, the tester performs all testing activities to ensure that the system meets the client's requirements. After all the unit modules are combined, integration testing is performed to check for any faults or failures in the system. If any issues or anomalies are found, they are reported to the development team for fixing. Additionally, the testing team generates test cases and test reports, which help track the testing process and ensure the software is ready for deployment. The fifth and final phase of the waterfall model is deployment and maintenance. In the deployment phase, the product is released into the market or deployed in the customer's environment. During the maintenance phase, some issues may appear when the software is used in the client environment. To resolve these, patches are released and if needed, enhanced version of the software are provided. Maintenance ensures that any changes, updates or improvements are properly delivered, keeping the software functional, up to date and meeting user needs. Let's look at some advantages of the waterfall model. Simple and easy to understand. The sequential process makes it very straightforward for teams to follow. Structured phases. Each phase must be completed before the next one begins, ensuring order and clarity. Works well for smaller projects. Ideal for projects that are short and not too complex. Requirements are well understood and fixed. Since requirements are clear from the start, planning and development are smoother. Changes are managed during development. Any modification are handled systematically within the process. Well documented process and result. Each phase is documented, making it easier to track progress and maintain the software. Now let's look at some disadvantages of the waterfall model. High risk and uncertainty. If a problem occurs late in the process, it can be costly and difficult to fix. Errors can be fixed only during the phase. Mistakes found in later stages may require going back, which is challenging. Not suitable for changing requirements. This model works best when requirements are stable and fixed. Frequent changes are hard to handle. Difficult to move back to previous phase. Once a phase is completed, going back to make changes is often time consuming and complicated. not ideal for complex or object-oriented projects. The linear approach may struggle with large complex systems. Limited client feedback during development. Clients cannot easily provide input once development is underway, which may affect final satisfaction. That's all for today's video on the waterfall model in SDLC. I hope you now have a clear understanding of its phases, advantages and disadvantages. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Digital Dynamo Lab for more software development tutorials. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.